Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the Dude, aka the King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the JO party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs. And it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there. And you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 get you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show. I want to tell you about an amazing company that me and my wife found. We've been going to New Hampshire for the last 30 years, vacationing, and we love it up there. We've been renting, and we've been a guest, and we've always wanted to own, but we couldn't afford it. It was just out of our reach until we found Tiny Homes of Maine. This company is amazing. It's a husband and wife. It's a family-owned business, and they make the most amazing tiny homes on the market. They're built to withstand Maine winters, and they look amazing. They're fully customizable, and they have 3 different sizes. You should check them out. If you're thinking about, having a second home, or maybe downsizing, or, just having an office, go tiny and go to Tiny Homes of Maine. The company is amazing, and they help you every single step of the way, from finding the right one for you, from making it from the ground up, and to finding about the laws in your area and financing. You couldn't go with a more amazing company and a more amazing family than Tiny Homes of Maine.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Hello.
Hi, buddy. Sorry, I'm just sending my other new great friend a little photo.
Who's that?
Oh, my pal. Just thanking him.
For
Thanking him for my friend Russell Peters for sending me the box of Hoyos. Give me a box, a whole brand new box. Look at that fucking thing. Woo! This bat is smoking. It's choking. Nobody's in the fucking room. What's going on with the chat?
I didn't know you could be bought so easily.
Huh?
I didn't know you could be bought so easily.
How come I can't see them? I can be bought. I'll be bought in 5 seconds. Are you nuts?
Nope.
What do you got? Are you going to eat Rice Krispie fucking dried treats on the air?
It's my cigar.
I hope you fucking suck all the water out of your throat and you choke live on air.
What's up? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. You've been to fucking Alabama. I've been over here hanging out with Verzi. I mean, what's going on with you?
Well, I miss you a lot. I saw you Saturday night. Apparently, I didn't make an impression in the JOP party. I did see you Saturday night. And I talked to you Sunday. So apparently, when I do talk to you, it has no effect on you.
I'm going to be honest with you. Can I tell you something? I am really having a hard time with short-term memory. I have the short-term memory of a pothead, and I don't smoke pot. I took my wife to a restaurant for Mother's Day, and I don't remember being there at all.
dude, you know, I'm gonna say this, and you might want to do the same thing. I'm going to get my testosterone checked. I was just having this conversation with my friend Joe,
Uh-huh.
Big Shoulders Joe, and thank you, Northwest Ken, appreciate that. The King of Zoom can't be the King of Zoom without the background lights.
Listen, I'm gonna talk about background lights, buddy.
Hmm.
Look at that shit. Sorry, I don't have a fishing net with some Christmas lights on it. Look at that.
Dude, they call fairy lights, and I please respect the name, please.
Fairy lights. It's hard to respect the name
The
called
fairy
fairy lights.
lights. Yeah, dude, it's your testosterone. The older you get, what are you shaking your head in the middle? What are you, my wife?
Well, you're probably right, but two things. I did have my testosterone checked. It
What
was
was it?
borderline low. I don't remember the number, and I do take testosterone cream, 2 squirts every day, right here on the arm.
So I don't know. Then you might be getting Lewis Gehrig's disease.
I'd rather go with the testosterone thing. I think.
You might be getting. You might be getting. What's that disease called?
Peyronie's.
No, what's it? Lou Gehrig's disease. What's it
Yeah.
called? What?
I don't know,
What's that word that nobody can say?
I'm such a Yankee fan that if I had Lou Gehrig's disease, I'd be like, all right.
What's it called? All right. ADHD. That's not a Calta. Your regular ass Saturday poker night made me appreciate you even more.
There's
Regular.
There's more to it, Fat JC. So the reason I played poker, so my son was at my second best friend Pete's house.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, are you going home? And I said, yeah. And he goes, come over here. We're going to play poker. The kids want to learn how to play poker. And I was like, I'm not fucking playing with kids. Then all of a sudden, they all started coming out with cash. Everybody had hundreds. And I was like, all right, I'll come take your fucking money. So I went over there and I played and I beat everybody there. And I made like $700. And I didn't take anybody's money.
That's unlike Dane Cook when we're in Vegas, Caesars. He's getting paid like what, $250,000 to play a few shows, and me and the Al have no money. And he goes, dude, I got my own poker room. We're playing poker tonight. We're all fucking. It's gonna be crazy. So we got our own little fucking table, our own dealer. I'm taking care of everything. So we all get there and we put our money down. And he swipes the fucking table with us. And then we buy back in. He takes that money, and then he takes all our money that he just won, all the cash, and he went to a $500 slot machine and fucking hit for $5,500 and took that money.
And he just kept it.
I just remember Al wrapping a sandwich from the craft services at the show to bring back to his room later, so he can eat because he didn't have enough money.
If I won, I don't have a fraction of Dane Cook's money. If I took my boys out, we had killer shows, I made a shit ton of money, and I was hitting, I'd be like, hey, I need your boys in my room in an hour. And when you got there, there'd be fucking shrimp and hookers. That's just the way to do it.
Yeah, I'd like a shrimp and a Rolex, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like I don't like cooking. I'd actually take a seafood tower if we could change that up. If that ever does happen, seafood tower, and I'd take, low-level Rolex,
Okay. I bought a Rolex.
Maybe like an Explorer or something like that.
Well, I just can't see how people are like that. I'd be so happy to be like hanging with my boys, and then I win all this money, and I'm like, fuck it, let's just do some fun shit.
Yeah. I know you would be, and it would, I mean, I don't know what that is, I don't know what that is, but a lot of fucking famous people have that. A lot of rich people have that. A lot of rich people will be like,
or they're cool or they're cunty.
No, it's not cunty. It's just stingy, I would say.
Stingy.
Or like, hey, you got that? And it's like, dude, you're a multimillionaire. No, you get it every fucking time.
Yep.
Everybody here is 100 air or 1,000 air. You're a multimillionaire. Every fucking check is yours. That's the way it goes.
Especially when you're with your closest buddies,
And now here's the deal. It's like Rogan, right? Rogan, when we went to Vegas years ago, me and Norton were in Vegas. I think it was UFC 100. He invited us all to dinner. And we all went there, and me and Norton were ready to drop our own credit cards. And we're not Norton's crew. I mean, Rogan's crew. He had all his people there too. It was crazy. A big table. I mean, expensive steakhouse. No fucking joke. And I like to go and get what I want. So I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna take care of mine because I don't want to have to not get what I want, right? And it was already paid for before you even thought about paying. It was done.
Yeah. That's the way it should be when you make $100 million a year, or at that time, $20 million a year, or whatever. That's just the way it should be. I got to tell you, I'm very fortunate. I've hung out with famous people who were like that. David Wells is like that. He was paying for everything. And, every once in a while you go on a limo with him and they'll be like, hey, can I give you money for the tip for the driver? And he's like, no. And you try to force a 50 on him and he'll be like, all right, But, I mean, dude never asked for shit. Ralphie May was like that. Ralphie fucking paid for everything. Any famous guy that I hang out with, most of the famous guys have been cool. That's actually funny for Ken.
That was pretty funny, Ken. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's an unwritten rule, but I guess people, people are on, they get weird about their money, like it's going to go away. And look, not for nothing, the kid's money did get taken. I mean, he did have a lot of trust, and then one day he woke up and he was broke. Imagine being a multimillionaire and then going through that and then having to become a multimillionaire again.
Was he broke or did he just have less than he thought?
Okay, dude. No, he was not broke. Okay. But $11 million taken from you.
That's a lot of money.
Your first as a performer, your first big holy shit. I'm about to be the biggest guy in the comic in the country or the world right now for the next, and you make that money and you do that big arena tour. I remember he did that arena tour by himself. I think it was like 23 or 15, something like that, maybe 23 arenas, and he had millions in the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking millions. And then Tourgasm and the special, and it's like, okay, I mean, dude, if he didn't do that other tour, I mean, I think he did 80 arenas across Canada and America after that to get the money back. But his brother, I mean, I can't wait for him to sell that story. I can't wait. That will be Dane Cook's comeback. When he writes that, or has somebody write it, I should say, when he has somebody write that and with them and they film it, the only thing he can't be in it. He just can't be in it.
No. Well,
write the book. Anymore. He should write the book. Write the book, get a big deal, and then let somebody film it and have the rights. Because that will be his money maker, and it's such an interesting story. And if he's honest, right? If he's honest, I know I'm going to get fucked in the deal. I'm going to get some, and that's when Bobby Kelly did this to me or some shit, right? But, if he's honest about it, it is a compelling story. And if he can go back and, talk about his trust issues and all that shit, it would be a very compelling story. Yeah.
Who plays him in the movie?
Who?
The best Dane Cook impression I've ever seen is by Anthony Jeselnik. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
It's from a long time ago. It's Anthony Jeselnik at like a college, and he tells a joke, and he goes, and now I'm going to tell that same joke, but if Dane Cook had told it. And it is fucking hilarious. I don't know if you can find it, Bush, but it's pretty fucking funny. Who plays you in the movie?
I would say I would get, well, I mean, I was kind of in shape back then. I mean, there's different versions of me though. You gotta,
it's gonna be the you now that we know.
It can't be me now because I've never been this big hanging out with Dave.
Not big. it's got to be Bald Bobby. Bald Bobby is how we know you. I know who I would pick to play you, but it doesn't really look like you. You're a little too tall, but I think he could pull it off, especially the Boston thing.
Who?
Dom
fucking Lombardozzi?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, excuse me. No.
No, dude. I have way better lips. I mean,
Listen,
you might even have to go Spanish.
we might have Spanish person or my Spanish.
No, not your Spanish. A Spanish person.
Okay, all right. Let me think of another sexy faced, smooth skin, funny bald guy.
Yeah, you got to think. Got to be. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know who can do it? What's his name? Noel Guglimia.
Oh, the great No Golemia. He's a hot item. No Golemia.
Come on, son. You know No Golemia.
No Golemia.
No Golemia. I'll put the link in the fucking chat, Bush.
Okay.
You can. Did you get the other video?
I can't find the Justin Nick one on YouTube. I'm looking other places.
I'll find it.
Took it down.
This is who should play me.
Okay.
No,
that's who should play me.
Where?
He's bringing it up.
All right.
Show yourself.
Not in a hurry. No Golemia. Oh yeah, a little too Mexican for you.
Well, dude, we can. I mean, really?
Yeah. I mean, if he could pull off he's a fucking Mexican gangster in every movie he's in. Even when the monkeys fly out of his ass in Bruce Almighty, he's a fucking gangster Mexican.
He doesn't have you to
right.
One of those kids to sleep with me.
I heard Justin Nick doing Dane Cook somewhere.
About my urban topics.
Bush, turn your mic off.
Yeah.
There you go.
You find it?
No.
That guy could be you. He could play you.
Yep.
Who plays me?
Well, you're not in it, dude.
No, I mean in a movie.
You're not in it, dude.
In a movie, not in the fucking Dane Cook movie. Like, who would play me in a movie?
Dude, you're not in the fucking movie. Why are you going to be in it?
I'm leaving the show.
Why?
Because you're not listening to me. I didn't say in the fucking Dane Cook movie.
Well, I'm trying to find the Dane Cook Jesselneck thing at the same time.
I think I found it right here.
Oh, can you speak up before me and Calta get into a fight? Stop eating those dry fucking rice things, too. You sound like a goddamn heifer in a field eating hay.
That's what I feel like.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped.
It's all right.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
You're not going to see anybody else do this tonight. I did a show the other night. I don't know. Who knows about Dane Cook here? I know this side of the room does. But this side of the room, I'm not sure because you guys are over 13 years old. But clap your hands if you know who Dane Cook is. Come on. All right. And I'm kind of one of those comics. I don't like to talk trash about this guy because it makes you seem bitter. But clearly I am. So what I'm going to do is, for fun, this is going to be the last thing we do. I do. You're done. I mean, you could, if you want to get off the stage.
I'm a Leo. I like to be in the spotlight.
I'm just glad you didn't say that into the mic. I'm going to do a joke for you guys, and then I'm going to do it again, only as Dane Cook. Is that something you guys might be interested in? Yeah. I think you guys don't have a choice. Here's my joke. You guys, I got this 5-year-old nephew, and he really looks up to me. Last week his goldfish died, and it was upsetting for him. So I took him into the bathroom and helped him flush the fish down the toilet. And there was an awkward moment afterwards when he turned to me and said, Uncle Anthony, am I going to get to see my fish again when I go up to heaven? And I really didn't know what to tell him. So I said, look, kid, there's no way that I could know what happens to fish when they die. But I can tell you that there is no God. Right. Now that's a great joke. I don't care how you cut it. But here's how my man Dane would do it. Move it over a little more. I'm going to need my space on this one. Hey, guys. I've got this 5-year-old nephew, he's like, everything's amazing to him. He's 5 years years old. Remember when you were 5? You know what I mean? Everything was amazing. You're like, Fruity Pebbles, I can't get enough. You know? He's 5. I wish I could be 5 again. I want it. But I'm with him. I'm like babysitting him, and he's got this fish. You know, the fish is like just going around in his cage. You know what I mean? His little tank. You know, he's just going around in there. You know, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know how fish think. I wish I could be a fish. But his fish dies. You know what I mean? His fish is just like. His fish is all the way upside down. You know, trying to put it back over, turn it back around, but it's just going around. You know, his fish is just doing his thing. His fish is dead. And I don't know, I'm depressed. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, he's 5. I don't know what to do. So what I do is, I take the fish out of the tank, that little net, you know, the net. You don't know what to do with the net. You think it might just be for cleaning the tank, but it's for pulling out dead fish all the time. You know, it's for pulling out the fish. So I take the fish out, I take him into the bathroom, you know. We walk in the bathroom, you know. We can go to the bathroom in there. You know, I don't want to get dirty. I don't want to get dirty, but I do. So he goes in there, and he puts the fish in the toilet, right? And I go, and I flush it down. And he turns to me and he goes, "Say, Dan, man, am I gonna get to see my fish again?" I go up and see the big man upstairs. And I said, "Yes, I believe in God. You're gonna see that fish again." Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night.
That's fucking great. I'm sorry. That's fucking great.
That's the first time I've ever laughed at Anthony Jeselnik too.
Oh, you don't like Jeselnik?
He should act like Dane more. Dude, that was a great joke. He goes, you know, the fish when the doesn't know it's just rolling off. Dude, yeah, I like Dane's version better.
Dude, can I tell you what I saw Jeselnik one night at the Tampa Improv?
Yeah.
And he was just typical, just up there quiet, telling her, you know, mean jokes and whatever. It was great. It was a good show. And Ybor City is known to have flamboyant gay guys. They have transgender, transvestites, transsexuals, all. And this kid, this emo kid in a net shirt, goes like this during the middle of the show. He's sitting in front of me, and he puts his hand up like this, and Jeselnik was walking this way, and he stops and he looks at the kid and he goes, "Put your fucking hand down." He's the meanest. So he goes, "Put your fucking hand down." Did you think this was the time that we were going to do audience questions? Dude, I thought the kid was going to fucking cry. I almost cried because he was so fucking mean. It was great. I like him. I don't know him. I only met him a couple of times. I don't know him.
Look, Jeselnik is fine. I know him from The Cellar. He's definitely just a mean guy.
Yes.
But I don't think he can take it. Like, he's very mean,
yeah.
But I don't think he can take it back, which kind of bugs me. You know what I mean? Like, and you're on like, you can sit there and make fun of me being fat, but the things I want to make fun of you about, I really can't.
Why is it that we stop? Why is it that you can say, like, I used to work with a guy, I think I might have told you this, he had a horrible skin. He had he had acne at one point, and then he had really bad skin, and he would make like jokes. He'd make like subtle fat jokes. I wanted to be like, hey, you know, I could fucking destroy you because you're a pockmarked, cheese grated fucking face. And I never did that because I thought that was too mean. But they never consider that mean. Well,
that's the thing is what, you know, when I heard what he was talking about the fans, it's like, look, man, fan bases, the skank fan base, they're nuts. The Opie and Anthony fan base, fucking nuts. They're mean, fucking, but a very small percentage of them are real cunts. 99.9% of them are the shit. There's a very small fucking just trolly, hacky fucking horse shit percentage that bug you. The rest of them are just, they show up, they buy tickets, they're crazy, they're nuts. But but like, it's like, look, your fan base is cunty too. Everybody's fan base is, Patton Oswalt's fan base is snobby and cunty, you know?
Like Patton Oswalt.
Well, that's why it's your fan base. So to go there and say their fan base is somehow, is bad, it's like, you're crazy, dude. They're there and support and get behind. I know a lot of comedians that I love: Ari, Jay, Dave, Lewis, me, Norton, Voss. I mean, if you think of the Skanks fan base, it's basically a continuation of the Opie and Anthony fan base.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had a few fan bases. I've had, the Torgasm thing. I've had the Tough Crowd thing. I've had the Louis fan base. That whole thing about acting, like that type of fan. I've been at a show and had 3 or 4 different fan bases there supporting me. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I was at one show real quick. I was at one show. Kel's bells are the best. Fuck off, Chris. I hope your dog eats chocolate. I was at one show at the Colloons and I had a mixture of fan bases. And I remember I was talking, doing it was packed, sold out, unbelievable. It was a great show. And the guy goes, "I love you, Bobby." And I was like, "I love you too." And he goes, "Not you." And the other fan base, Torgasm fan base, were like, "Fuck you, you ass." I was like, "No.
That's a joke.
That's the Opie and Anthony fan base, man. That's how they show love. It sucks, I know, but that's it. You know what I mean?"
When Howard retired from terrestrial radio, I was
the
up in New
Ladybugs
York.
are the best fan base. Go ahead.
I was up in New York for a meeting, and it was great that it all worked out that day. So I went to Opie and Anthony's show when they were just on XM, and it was in that other building. It wasn't in the Sirius building. And I got the opportunity to meet a lot of the pests. They're like top pests because they were going over to Howard's thing and trying to disrupt it.
Yeah.
That made me lose my faith in human beings. Most of those fucking nerdy ass douchebags would have never been able to fucking, like, they are 100% keyboard tough guys. There were some smart ones in the group, but most of them were like that Pat from Munaki guy. They were just dumb. Anything you say, boss, anything you say, boss, kind of guys. And I was like, fuck out of here. Those are the bad ones. I'm not saying all their fans. I'm saying the most loyal pests. Anytime a radio show has an army or any of that shit, look who those people are. They're the kids who didn't make sports teams in high school. They're the guys who didn't have girlfriends. They finally found a group that they could be fat, dumb nerds with, and they could bond over a radio show. And then all of a sudden, because there's in numbers, there becomes power there. So that's what most radio. That's why I never want to have an army or a legion. Although I did try to do something one time that Tony Burton shot down. I worked when Bubba worked on the morning. He had the Bubba Army. And so I was mocking it, and I was cowhead at the time, and I wanted to have the Cal Klux Klan, which I thought was the greatest idea ever. And my agent was like, "Yeah, we can't do that." I'm like, "Why? These are thinking the T-shirts and all that." And he's like, "I'm like, it's the Cal Klux Klan. It's just like He's like, "Yeah, I get it." He goes, "But you can't fucking." I was like, and this was before all the woke shit. So imagine I try to do that now.
The Cal Klux Klan. What are you out of your fucking mind?
These people down here love.
You gonna have triple X sheets?
No, but the best thing was I had a T-shirt and I had a Cal Klux Klan logo on a T-shirt, and it was a black dude wearing the T-shirt. He loved it, and I was like, "Get it? The irony?" And
no, I don't know, man. It's a weird thing, and here's it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's. I love comics with their fucking gossip and they're talking about other. It's like, dude. Can we go back to being the mob? Can you just shut the fuck up? You know, I mean, you know what I mean?
I had a couple of syndicators call, and they wanted to talk about syndicating the show next year. And they said, "Hey, do you have a best of reel?" And I go, "Yeah, I probably need to update it a little bit because we haven't really been looking to do anything else but what we're doing." So we went through it today, and we thought it'd probably be good to update the comedians that are on the reel to like people who matter now. So I said, find the Bill Burr, find the Tom Segura, find the those kind of guys who are hot right now. And I found an interview of Burr where he was fucking great, and he was on the phone, and he was still fucking great. We had like a thing where we didn't kind of like each other, but he was very funny. It was really good. It gave me faith back in my relationship with Bill Burr.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know, I mean, Billy's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
you know.
but it seemed like we actually hit it off at one point. So I was like, all right, I like that.
I think that Fat JC has a point.
Yeah, he's
You really
right.
just
He was on my mind.
You're really just. I mean, we have a good fan base.
Yeah, we do. Very loyal.
We don't have an army. We have a cluster.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to put it. And we have no interest in leaving our cluster.
No, not at all.
We may welcome more people into the cluster, but our cluster likes to stay close and tight.
Let me ask you a question. I was watching this scam shit on YouTube. You know the guy who makes the glitter bomb?
Yes.
I forget his name. He's very popular. He's a big YouTube guy, and he makes these glitter bombs every year that he sends out to these scammers. Mm-hmm. There's another guy that actually, hacks the scammers, and gets into their computers and takes all their numbers. Yeah, so these guys are kind of working together now. So he made these guys call up. It's the Amazon one, which I get all the time. You just had text message or a phone call. You just had $700, taken out of your account, blah, blah, blah. They get you to open up your bank account so they can get inside of it. They black your screen out. They go in, they add money, right? And then what they do is they go in, they find your money. They say, okay, they deposit, they somehow put money, make it look like they put 20,000 in your bank account.
Right.
And they need you to send them that money back, cash, because they're going to get fired. And you're going to get in trouble. And this is so bad. And so they wind up getting these old ladies, mainly old white ladies, by the way. And they send them a box of cash.
By the way, old ladies and John Calta.
No.
Not that he got caught up in an Amazon scam, realized what was happening as it was happening, and pulled the reverse on him. But they almost got him. And it wasn't the money deposit. It was, we don't believe you now, and you can't be on Amazon. What you have to do is you have to go down to Walmart, buy some Amazon cards, and then scratch it off and read us the numbers on the back, and then we'll deposit that in your account. That's why my brother was like, get the fuck out of here. But it happened, and they had him going for a little while because they had a good scam going, and they could control your computer and all that shit.
Well, they so basically what they do is they'll rent an Airbnb, right? Mm-hmm. So they get the box of money delivered to the Airbnb. There's some, chick waiting there, right? At the Airbnb. She gets the package. She jumps in her car and she has to open the box on video just so that she can send them, look, I'm opening the box. I'm taking money out. Here's the money. I'm going to take out my $75 or $100, put it back in. I'm sealing the box. Then they go give that to a supervisor, right? The supervisor mails it to India. So the supervisor gets 10% of the total thing. They get $100, right, and the Indian guys get the rest, right? They do 250,000 of these a day. They get around 500 people a day to actually do it. They're making millions off of this shit.
But who's still believing all this shit? Like, who's going through with it?
Dude, old ladies get scared. They had one old lady on the phone, and she was just going, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. What do I have to do? And they just break them down.
Yeah, that's mean. I don't like that. I like a good scam. I just don't like a good scam with old people, because I always think, same reason why I won't yell at old people in traffic. It could be my grandmother. And if you yelled at my grandmother, I would fucking find you and kill you. So I don't ever want to do that to anybody else's grandmother. I get it. But a good scam's good, though.
I don't know what you mean by that. What the fuck are you talking about? A good scam's good.
A good scam that's not hurting people. That like if you found a way, like I'll tell you, I got the scam running right now. Self-checkout. Every time I go to self-checkout, I steal half the stuff in the self-checkout because they haven't figured out how to monitor self-checkout enough to whether or not you scan. Like when you scan it and put it in your bag, it doesn't stop it from beeping as you're walking out with it or anything like that. They don't do anything. So they're just assuming that if you're scanning and going scan, sometimes you can do two things at once. Sometimes it doesn't really scan. You just put it in. As long as you keep going with the motion. Every time I leave, I've stolen half the stuff in my bag. That's a good scam.
That's not scamming. That's called stealing. That's not a scam.
It's a scam right now because here's why. It's a scam because
you're such a fucking wop from Staten Island that you could make stealing into a scam. You're calling just shuffling shit into your bag a scam. A scam.
There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. Stealing is just shoving stuff in your pockets or down the front of your pants. You have to have a little skill to it. And also, you also have to know when to stop. The problem is if you keep going, you get greedy, they'll get you eventually.
You're a fucking maniac, dude. I don't steal at all.
Rule number one, go to different locations. Don't go to the same location every time.
Yeah, it's called being a thief is what you are. You're a fucking actual Italian thief. No. You should have been in the mob. You should have been the leader of a family, not the leader of a fucking radio show or a podcast. You are a fucking criminal at heart. Me and Max went into Home Depot. We left with extra shit in the cart.
Yeah. Good job.
There was something in the cart. You know what we did? We went back in and we said, "Hey, you didn't charge us for this. It was underneath the thing. You didn't scan it." And they were like, "Oh, thanks so much." And I was like, "Yeah." And I taught Max that you don't steal anything.
Can I teach Max something?
No.
When you buy a thing of water, buy two things of water, put them under the cart, and put something in between them. They never see that shit.
The what?
If you buy like Zephyr Hills water or Deer Park water or whatever, you buy the big 24 pack and you put them under the. That scared me a little. Listen, CVS has been the one that's been the most lackadaisical on checking your self checkout. So I would say CVS, but don't keep going to the same CVS because after a while you're gonna be like, I think that's the guy that's always stealing, and they're gonna catch you. And I like Publix too much to steal from Publix. But if you roll up into a Winn-Dixie or one of those places, take it all. Or if you can go to multiple CVS's, do what you got to do.
Yeah, Melissa, you're a fucking thief, Mo.
It's not
okay. Everybody here knows you're a damn thief. All right, you steal. I don't steal. I don't steal.
You'd feel better if you did.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Sometimes you just owed some stuff.
You know why I don't steal? Because I used to steal for real. I used to steal all the time as a kid. I used to rob all the time, do criminal shit. And now that I got my shit together, I don't do it at all because it's a fine line.
I wouldn't walk into somebody's house or reach in somebody's car. I wouldn't steal from people. And also, I'm not a kleptomaniac. Kleptomaniacs steal, and they don't even know that they're doing it. They're uncontrollable. Mine's a plan. I have a plan that I follow.
You like stealing stuff you can steal without getting caught.
Sometimes I like to up it a little. It started when I was a kid. My cousin Ciro stole an entertainment center from Kmart.
What's his name?
Ciro stole the whole entertainment center from Kmart in New York on Tyson's Avenue. So he walked in. You remember at the time they used to have a guy that would sit at a little desk in the front, and when you walk by, you had to show him the receipt.
Yeah.
Ciro went back and said, "I want to buy this entertainment center, but I want it assembled already." And they were like, "We don't really have any other assembled." They're like, "You could probably buy that one. I'll go check." And he goes, "Okay." And when the guy went back to check, him and my cousin Lewis just picked it up and carried it out. And my cousin Lewis thought they were going to go through the line, but instead they brought it around by the guy who checks receipts. And my cousin Ciro just reached in his pocket, pulled out a receipt for something else, waved it at the guy. The guy waved back, and he stole the fucking entertainment center right out of the building.
It's crazy.
Right out of the building.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I told you to steal from Russell Peters' house for like a memento. I didn't want him to take anything of value. I wanted him to show like a coaster and be like, "I took this from Russell Peters' house." That'd be a good little. If Bobby started making a series of things I stole from famous people's houses, that'd be pretty cool to watch. I would watch that. Today, Bobby Kelly goes to visit.
No, that would be cool. If I just had like a fork.
A collection.
Yeah, a fork from Judd Apatow's house.
Fucking great. It'd be fucking great.
Yeah. I got some type of weird cup from Louis' house. Yeah.
You know, nothing that they're gonna go, where the fuck's my weird cup? Just something little that you can have and put in the museum of stolen stuff.
I just don't think that lying and stealing is a fucking shitty habit to get into.
If you're not good at it.
I mean, that's not
if you're a really good liar, people don't know you're lying, or that you're such a good liar they're even afraid to assume that you're lying, then you run with it. I feel like I'm teaching you a lot today. I feel like Yoda.
Well,
like
anyway,
Yoda.
These guys have the guy with the scam box, you know, that it basically, as soon as you open it, it spins the world's smallest glitter everywhere. Just zzz, and you can't get it off. And then it sprays fart spray. And then it does a countdown. 10, 9. And that's when, for some reason, when people hear a countdown, they just fucking automatically panic. Right?
You don't know. You weren't expecting anything else. Maybe it's gonna fucking blow up.
Yeah. So they do that. It smells like shit because it's shit spray. And this one lady who was a supervisor, by the way, she just took it out to her car, got in the car, drove around. The cops picked her up because it's GPS, so they know exactly where she is. And she got out of the car and she just tried to wipe the glitter off, but it doesn't come off. They're like, you got a little glitter on it. She's like, what? Oh yeah, I guess it's and they bagged her. But then they here's the thing is that I had one of these people call me up. I think it was like 4 years ago. The IRS one. Did you ever get the IRS one?
Yes, I called him back on the air.
What's that?
I call the IRS guy back on the air live. It's one of my greatest. It's one of my greatest calls.
Really?
I called him back and he explained what I did wrong and how I could avoid going to jail. Yeah. So I got so nervous that I started confessing other crimes that I did. And I said I bought a Haitian kid on the black market and he accidentally died, but we buried him in the garden. And now my petunias are growing like crazy. And all this is happening live off the cuff, and I'm trying to talk to him and have him not lose my mind while talking to him. It was good shit.
Dude, I had them call me up in the morning, and I got to tell you, the IRS one's a good one because everybody at a certain time is like, am I going to get a hot one? Because I've been audited back in like fucking 2001.
Or did it go like this? Did it go, Mr. Bobby, calling from IRS? Where you're like, oh, okay, pal, sure you are.
Well, yeah, he did call. He did have an accent, but it was at tax time or a little after. So he got me. I was like, fuck. My goddamn account went too far or something. And I was like, what is it? And they're like, you owe $3,000 now if you can pay it. And I was like, oh, that's not bad. In my brain, I'm like, that's great.
Right. And that's why they get you. They're like, I'll pay it. Just take it right now.
So I was like this. And then he said a word. I forget what word it was, but he couldn't pronounce it. And I was like, wait a minute. I go, hey, I go like this. I go, hey, spell that. Anyway, he went, what? I go, spell that word. He goes, what do you mean? I go, dude, you ain't even from America. You can't even spell it. You can't even say it. Never mind spell it. He's like, sir, you are making me very angry. And I will have the cops there. I go, hey, listen, I got my dick out. I'm in my socks and a shirt right now in a chair. Have them come up the driveway right now. I want them to come up. If the cops come up my driveway right now, I will give you $3,000. Right the fuck now if the cops come up. Let's go. And I was like, where are you from, you fucking asshole? He goes, I am from America. I work for IRS. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Ask them. Pete always goes, one time we're driving to Orlando and Pete gets a call on his phone. He goes, I'll watch this. And the guy's like, hello, Mr. Pete calling from IRS. He's like, yeah, IRS. And he's like, hey, let me ask you, where you at right now? And the guy's like, I'm in Michigan. And he's like, Michigan, what's the zip code where you're at? And the guy's like, and he goes, listen to me. He goes, I understand times are tough and you need to get a job. He goes, this is not illegal. And eventually they're going to find you. They're going to take you to jail. And the guy goes, I'm sorry. And Pete goes, where you at, India? And the guy goes, yes, India. And he goes, you do graphics? I need a graphics guy. And the guy goes, yes, I do graphics, looking for work. He goes, email me. He goes, guy's email. Fucking unbelievable. He turned around from a scam call to fucking hiring the guy to do graphics for him.
Well, that's why Pete's fucking runs his own business
Oh,
and does so well because he can fucking get the best out of people.
he tells a guy one time. The guy goes, "Hello, is this Beat?" And Pete goes, "What?" And he goes, "Is this Beat?" And he goes, "Who the fuck do you know his name Beat?" Dude, he gets so mad at all these guys. Now I have a thing where I talk to them. I feel like if I waste as much of their time as they wasted mine, then I feel like I won a little bit. But now they do this thing. And if you get a Middle Eastern guy and you assume he's a Muslim guy and you pull some gay shit on him, they get really fucking mad because they don't like gay stuff at all. So if you get a guy and you talk to him for a little while and he starts getting comfortable and he thinks he's got you,
Right.
and then you just go, "Hey, let me ask you a question. You got a big dick?" Oh, dude, they lose their shit. What you say? You got a big dick?
Why?
Yeah. Oh, because they don't like gay stuff at all. They're like completely anti-gay. And I'm
Right.
and they goes, "I know, like I like women." And I go, come on, let me try it one more time. And they get so fucking mad at you. It's great. Wait, next time you get a guy on the Middle Eastern hook, sue them in, and then hit them with some gay stuff.
Dude, it's so fucking crazy that these people. And $2,000 from some old lady in India. I mean, dude, that's a lot of rupees.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yep. And I feel bad, man. I feel bad because old people get it all the time. They got nobody looking out for them. That's why when I'm old, I'm just not going to answer the phone.
Well, that's why this one lady got it, and they got her money back. They went to the FedEx, and there was two actually. They intercepted two because there was a lady. There was two packages coming from two different ladies. One lady they knew about. The other lady, the guy tracked back the hacker, the reverse hacker guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, this lady got scammed too. He's unbelievable, and he pretends to be like, how you go down there and see. He does that old lady voice, just annoying.
Like, now I'm in their computer and I'm about to tell them stuff about where they're at.
Oh, it's so satisfying. There's nothing more satisfying.
He gives them their address sometimes.
Give them the address, and that one time when he took all his leads and the guy quit, he flipped out because he took all his leads and he was like, "Sir, please." And he was crying on the thing, and the guy was just dying. There's nothing more sad that and videos on the internet where somebody goes to fucking rob somebody and they have a gun and they just fucking shoot them. Those are my favorite.
Oh, when they reverse the robbery.
Yeah, when they come in and something happens and the guy just pulls out a handgun and just go funk, funk, funk. Mm-hmm. And you see, to see people run like squirrels, you know what I mean? Just fucking just dive and grab onto shit and try to get the fuck out of the way is one of the most satisfying things.
Or when it's a lopsided fight, like it's a big guy bullying some little fat guy and that little fat guy turns around and just knocks him out with one punch. That's satisfying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are satisfying.
Hey, Crumbum, I answer phones I don't recognize, phone numbers I don't recognize, depending on where I am. Like if I'm in the car line waiting for my kids and I'm bored, I'll fucking talk all day. Sometimes I just test my improv skills by talking to these people. And then a lot of times my kid's in the car and they beg me to answer. Like, answer, use a voice. So I'll talk to them. I don't give a shit. And then afterwards I block the number so they can't call me back from that number anymore.
Yeah, I don't like to do it because it's just fucking annoying. It's weird that in the number, your phone number is worth so much money.
Yeah.
You know, so when you give them their information, that phone number is worth so much money to other scammers because they just keep passing it on. I don't know how they fucking, you put this fucking number in an app because some of these apps are like, I need your phone number, Uber, Lyft, all these people, this shit needs your number. Yeah. And they somehow get it.
Or they mirror the numbers. Like I have my number is 505 something. And anytime I get a call from 505, I'm like, just the first three numbers of my phone, I know it's fake. I know they're just mirroring my number.
You know what I do love today, though, that I love your fucking mayor, your governor.
We got a lot of heat over this today.
You did?
About Ron DeSantis passing the bill so you could sue big tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gio, who works on my show, was taking the anti-stance against it, saying, it's a private company and you shouldn't be able to do that. And I'm like, but you can't open up something and pick and choose what you're going to censor and what you're not. And we didn't see eye to eye on it. But people were split down the middle everywhere. Half the people were calling Gio an asshole, and half of them were agreeing with the governor.
I don't understand. Why would people not want these big tech companies are really sending? It's not even like they're doing it. It's third parties making these decisions. Yeah. And those third parties are making the decisions based on what they believe, and that's not freedom of speech. So just because
his
somebody
argument was that you don't have freedom of speech, you can't tell a private company what they can do and what they can't do. So if you don't have to join Facebook, you're joining it and you're accepting their terms and their policies. So they shouldn't be subject to being sued because you agreed to their terms and policies. But I argued that their fucking terms and policy pages is 12 pages of legal jargon that no average human bothers to read or can sit through. And they've made Facebook a part of our lives. And you can't have a public forum and then tell people what they can and can't talk about. And that should apply to presidential candidates, to average people. My buddy owns a gun company, and he does live videos every night from his gun shop, just talking about inventory and things that they have and things they're working on. And they keep banning them every other day. And he's not doing anything. They're just anti-gun.
Anti-gun. And here's the deal. They're, when Twitter gives $10 million to an organization, it's like, wait a minute, dude, that's illegal.
Sure.
You're swaying the vote. You're putting more of a certain group shit up than you are of another group's. Yeah. So you're telling people how to think, how to feel, and that's bullshit. And I don't understand on Twitter. It's like I can sit there and watch a girl put something in her asshole, and then somebody says something and they get banned. I don't understand that.
And it's usually nothing compared to, it's the Wild West on Twitter when it comes to sex. But if you can put enough Trump stuff out there and you get fired, you get banned for supporting Trump, they'll find a reason to take you down. Not always, but they did it to Trump.
Yeah, they took down the president of the United States, but they leave a bunch of chicks opening their pussies up. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't understand the fucking, this guy's just saying shit that is stupid. And some people like, some people don't, but he's not really saying anything outrageous.
Right.
He's giving his point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a big, long thing, but I agree. I think the people who have,
I'll send you the link.
Oh. I think the people who are defending it are the people who have never really had it happen to them. And if you've had it happen to you, then, I put dirty pictures up before, nothing too dirty, but things that somebody complained about. So they took it down. They're like, you can contest it. And I go, no, I'll just take it down. But if you've done something where you're like, hey, I watched Trump on TV the other day, and all of a sudden you find your stuff restricted, you're like, what the fuck? And unless that's happened to you, you don't really feel the way that we do.
I think that if you're going to have freedom of speech, that's it. There's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You can't say that we have freedom of speech and curtail everybody's bullshit. Let us decide who's a fucking psychopath, who's not. Anyways, when you let these fucking racists talk, you expose them. Now we get to see who, all right, fuck, this guy's an asshole. He says racist shit. He does racist things. I am not going to follow that. I'm not going to be a part of that. Yeah. And the hypocrisy is just nuts. It's fucking nuts because on one side, it's like we're perfect. We just want to help people. We just want to do shit. And then, you're reading what's her twat name's tweets, who's supposed to be the nicest person in the world. And she's telling a girl to go kill herself.
Yeah. Today, the Tampa Bay Lightning did something today that kind of blew my mind a little bit. I got to pull it up so I can read it to you. I'm
so exhausted. My train of thought just stinks. I'm just going on rants that just slowly die down.
I want to read this to you. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in the middle of a playoff run right now, they have one game to win before they advance in the playoffs. Put this out today on their social media. The Tampa Bay Lightning would like to. What's that?
Go ahead. Sorry.
The Tampa Bay Lightning would like to take a moment in somber reflection of what has happened in the years since George Floyd's murder and reaffirm our commitment to bringing positive societal and cultural change to our community, the game of hockey, and across the nation. May George Floyd rest in peace. I was like, are you out of your goddamn fucking minds? I am all for that cop going to jail. That cop killed him. We watched it happen and it was terrible. But George Floyd was also an awful human being who beat up a pregnant woman, did all these bad things. And why the fuck are we talking about this in hockey? They should only be tweeting about playoffs right now. They should talk about nothing else. I'd even be happy if they said, hey, when we reflect on the things that have happened in the last year, we're all happy that we're here together, and may we all stand as one and enjoy hockey together. That would have been fine. Some other fucking bullshit to make everybody happy. But this is asinine. Who the fuck wanted? And I immediately wrote, just out of reaction, which I probably shouldn't do as a member of the media, but I wrote, hey, why don't you try sticking to hockey? And then like within 5 minutes, I had 100 fucking likes on it. My phone's dinging. And then I went back and looked at all the comments, and 90% of the comments are like, who the fuck do you guys think you are? Why would you get involved in this shit? You just lost a fan. You just made people mad. They have no right to be involved in that at all.
Listen, first of all, the fact that a game, professional sports is a game.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's fucking men playing a game at a high level. It's the same thing as acting. You're pretending at a high level. And the fact that these people have the power to sway other people, and they use it, to just be politically correct is fucking nuts to me. You're a game. You play hockey. It's a game invented to have fun. And you guys are fucking talking like you're part of the military. Shut the fuck up. You're not part of the political system. And that's why the Oscars, nobody's watching award shows. Nobody gives a fuck about TV anymore. Nobody cares about this shit because every goddamn thing we have, they're force feeding us some political fucking objective and narrative so that we gotta swallow it, and we feel guilty if we don't, and we feel like fucking bigots if we do. It's like, go fuck yourself, man. That's why I want to just go in the fucking woods and make chairs.
You have to sit like Burr did and say, you know what? Who are the people that are getting mad? Who are the canceled people? And why do we give a fuck what they think? That's when you have to start separating. I have to tell you, I am all for that cop going to jail. I believe that what he did was horrendous. He killed a man, and he is getting what he deserves by going to jail through the system. All for it. But there's no need to start fucking praising the other criminal because you're mad at this one, and may he rest in peace. Yeah, may he rest in peace. He's fucking... it's frustrating. I want to hear about hockey. That's it. That's all they should be talking about.
Exactly. I don't want to go to a fucking movie and deal with some fucking political shit. I don't want to see a comedy and deal with horse shit.
Right.
I go to escape. I go to fucking watch a movie to escape. I watch a TV show to escape. I don't want to go to a baseball game or a stupid football game or a hockey game and have to deal with these top echelon assholes trying to be politically correct and try to have this small group of people be appeased. Fuck you. Nobody wants to fight for anything. Everybody wants everybody to like them.
Yeah.
That's like these fucking comics that are out there doing this bullshit, every day talking about this is that and Israel this and Palestine. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Unless
you have a joke about it, make people laugh about it, and shut the fuck up. Nobody wants your fucking opinion. Nobody's asking for it. Nobody's saying.
If you're a Jew or you're if you're Israeli or if you're from Palestine and your family's affected or your wife, that's fine. You have a fan base that you want to talk to about your social issue, but don't weed out the ones who don't give a fuck what you're talking about and make them seem like they're criminals because they're like, I just really want to hear you make jokes. I'm not here. Yeah. I didn't pay the $25 to see you give me a lecture on. Like, I love Pearl Jam, but I wish Eddie Vedder would shut the fuck up sometimes. I didn't come there to get lectured. I came there to hear fucking Jeremy.
Oh, it just fucking
I hate Jeremy. I don't know why I said that.
It just stinks. They really fucking stinks. And Chris says that's why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. It's a fucking horseshit. Yes, Voss is pro-Israel. He is.
He has every right to be.
He's a Jew.
He's a practicing Jew. He's a proud Jew. He should have an opinion on what it is.
You mean practicing by like saving money and getting coupons and getting deals?
You mean cheap Jew? That's what you're saying.
I mean stealing food from a craft service table?
My wife is Jewish, and she should never comment on this. I don't even think she could find Palestine on a map. She shouldn't have anything to say about this.
Well, it's kind of gone now. So.
Jesus.
All right, well, let's wrap things up at 7:58, and it was great to see you. We had a good show. It went by very quickly. I don't think we have anything else to do.
Wow. That was just uncomfortable. That was about as uncomfortable as when you said fuck the fans earlier.
Who said fuck the fans?
I mean, am I crazy, Fat JC?
That's the guy you go to the back you up?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
I guess. I mean, I'm fucking heated now. You got me all whipped up.
I mean, we got nothing else planned on the show.
I mean, I do have something. One more thing.
What? What could that be?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the fans know.
I see they're all like,
Maybe
hey, see you tomorrow.
Maybe the cluster of fans. No. Wait. Maybe the cluster of fans know what today is. Maybe the fans that I do appreciate. We have a great fan base, except for fucking Jacob the other night in the goddamn JOP is anti-Semitic towards Voss. And it's like, listen,
Well,
here's
he
the
was
thing.
anti a lot of things. He chose a lot of groups to put on Voss right there. So
Is there anyone that thinks that Jacob on this show isn't going to end like this one day? And fucking, we're going to watch it and go, holy shit.
Here's what I want to say about the JLP party. When I get somebody like Voss or somebody in there to come in, another comic, have some fucking respect for him. You know what I mean? He's coming in to be part of it, to hang out. You guys fuck with us. I get it. We can tell you to shut the fuck up or blah, blah, blah. But, you know, when we have a guest, there has to be some, he's not just one of the fucks. You know, even though you think Voss, he's come on the show a lot, you're very familiar with him, you still have to have a little fucking, some respect for the guy.
He's
you know?
not your friend. He's not your friend that you call buzz with.
Yeah, he's coming in to hang a little bit and fuck around. You know what I mean? So just, Mush, I'm giving a speech, okay? So you keep bringing up the Joe thing and you're ruining my speech.
I'm trying to keep you from getting on a tirade.
All right, thank you very much. You know what? You're absolutely right. All right. Anyways, Voss called me old. You know what, Mo? You're not old, but you're getting there, just like the rest of us. Mo, she's got freckled tits. What I love. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Ready? What is this Fat JC saying?
Apparently, he talked to Lewis this morning on Twitch.
So, what is he saying?
Were you playing video games?
He's saying that Lewis wants to do the show again, YKWd, when we're in studio.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, we got a very special YKWd. The first show of the month, we have Ari.
Great.
Ari.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of Judas.
Ari.
Speaking
of Judas. Yeah, Ari Shafir is going to be the first YK to be back in the studio. Right, Mike? True, right? Is that true? That is true. Well, listen, you guys have called for it. You love it. We all love it. Let's go for the best part. Shush. The best part. The best part of college. One of the integral parts of this show. One of the things that have made this show the hottest show that came out of the pandemic, and we're still going strong.
Is this something new that I don't know about? You're really
no.
building it up.
This is a new 5 with Joe. Everybody.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the comedy stylings of Joe Russell. We want you to do your jokes as you, and then we want you to do them as Dane Cook tonight, if that's possible. Can we do that, please?
You look like a failed host of Blue's Clues.
I would love that gig.
He really does. That's a great observation. As you pull out a pad and you write stuff on it.
I just got a letter. All right, guys. I went to the aquarium the other day, Coney Island Aquarium. It's really sketchy as hell. I saw 2 blowfish sharing their needles. And I saw a turtle. What?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, there's a second part. And I saw a turtle doing cocaine. Already had the straw in his nose.
That's pretty good. All right, do it as Dane. Do that one as Dane.
I went to the Coney Island Aquarium the other day. It's sketchy as hell. I saw 2 blowfish sharing their needles.
That's not Dane.
Dane. That was Dan Natterman.
What do you want me to take my shirt off?
No.
There, the needles.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, what do balloons do on their birthdays?
What?
Do they rub children on their heads?
You guys asked for this shit.
Dude, it's Dane.
So I
Do
took
it
the
again.
balloon and I rubbed it on my head.
There you go.
There you go.
I had a dream last night about Mr. Rogers. He came up to me and was like, "Hello, neighbor. We got to go to the land of make-believe. Lady Elaine stole the magic key from Prince Tuesday." And then he molested me. I said, "But I'm a grown man. I like you just the way you are. Now here comes Trolley." Then Mr. McFeely showed up and McFeeled me everywhere.
Can I just say that's not molestation? That's a sexual assault, and that just makes him gay.
The other day, I tried to smoke a brisket, so I looked up a recipe. I went online and searched beef dry rub. A horrible video came up. It was disgusting. All 58 minutes of it. And that cow looked terrified.
It's dry.
Did you hear Marilyn Manson is coming
Was it
out
a black cow?
Did you hear Marilyn Manson is coming out with his own brand of barbecue sauce? His slogan is, "It tastes so good on ribs that you wish you didn't get them removed so you could suck your own cock."
That's a good one.
Thanks, guys.
That was the last
Oh,
one?
that's it. Oh, man.
Wow. You
know it's
finally
good when
ended
you
on a
want
good one. That was a good one, man.
Oh,
God
thanks.
damn it, Joe. You came through again.
Yes.
You know?
Thank God.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
I'm excited for our cheese show tomorrow. We're doing a Christina Aguilera parody. It's super inspirational.
What does that mean?
You know how we sing the song at the end?
Yeah.
We're doing a Christina Aguilera song.
It's awesome.
Is it a video?
No, just like the normal cheese thing.
Oh.
But it's a super special, inspiring episode.
Nice.
What's that? A genie in the bottle one?
No, like that "You Are Beautiful" song. I don't know what it's called.
You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Oh no.
Whoa.
You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Whoa.
Now don't you bring me down this way.
Don't you bring me down today.
Somebody put it on.
Hey,
Harmony.
Somebody pointed out earlier that Eric Stone Street would play you in the movie, and I think that would actually be pretty good.
What, the guy from Modern Family?
Yeah, if he shaved his head, that'd be kind of funny.
Is that guy really gay?
He's
No.
no, he's not gay. He's a pussy hound. Yeah, dude, I don't think that could work because I have to be younger.
I mean, you know,
I have to be in my 30s when all
In
that
my
shit
mo-
went down.
in my movie, you'll be in my movie. I think Brian Scalero plays me.
Yeah, I can see that. I would actually have Will Sasso play you.
Or you.
I know I can play you. Put me on some shimmies in my shoes. I could definitely play you.
Some shit. Will Sasso, I have to tell you, that Three Stooges movie that Will Sasso is in is fucking great. I love the Three Stooges, and I was like, this is gonna be awful, and these guys are gonna be terrible. It was those guys did such a fucking good job. I mean, it's a dumb movie, but it was great.
Think about how bad it could have been.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. Sasso was great. The guy from the other gay show was great. It was good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like one of my favorite movies, but it was way better than I expected.
The other gay show. That's hilarious. Remember when we only had one? Remember we only had one gay show at a time? We had one or two at a time, and that was like epic. We're like, we've come so far. Now, if we don't have fucking some 13-year-old transitioning in the show, it's not good enough.
Well, Joe, you did a good job today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
You
guys.
did a great job, Joe. That was fantastic.
Thanks. Don't get used to it.
No.
I do. I think it's great. You got a cheese show tomorrow with your lovely wife, Olivia. How's she doing?
My wife.
Not married, by the way. I know because I sent them a package one time with her name on it, and then they didn't use it, and they sent it back.
Why?
Because it was a towel warmer that they didn't like.
Oh, you mean that oven rack you sent them? my fucking Calta sent you a radiator.
That thing looked like a ladder that like a midget would climb into bed with.
Yeah. He sent you a fucking European radiator. Where is Olivia? Is she there, by the way?
She's still in her pajamas.
Yeah.
Let's see her.
No, not those kind of pajamas.
What do you mean? What kind of pajamas does she wear?
They're pajamas that she wouldn't want to be on camera with.
Why? What are you talking about?
They're a little sexy.
Oh, really?
Not gonna lie, yeah.
Olivia sleeps sexy.
Yeah, there's little frills and stuff.
What?
I mean, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's like a. Is it called?
Can you ask her? I mean, can you ask her if she wants to say hi?
No, I can't do
We're
that.
trying to get the cheese show off the fucking ground. There's one way. I mean, the WWE got the fucking the ratings up, you know?
Well, if it's cheese show only fans.
Can I plug something? Yeah, can I plug something real quick?
Yeah, your hair. Buddy, I'm so sorry. I think I'm so sorry. I apologize. That was so. It just came out. No, don't do that. You look like your head looks like a smaller guy. Like it looks like if you just cover the front, put your hair right here and put your other hand here. It looks like a smaller guy.
You have two googly eyes. You can put
you can put a couple eyes up here, just a little. Okay, what do you
I got my
to
nose,
plug?
and ears waxed today. Ooh. That's not what I was going to plug. I'm doing a contest on my morning show looking for the official OnlyFans girl of the Mike Calta show. And in my search for it, I found out Moose, my old producer that I often compare Mush to. I found his daughter on OnlyFans.
No.
Yes, and they're both coming in studio on Friday to talk about it.
What is she doing on OnlyFans? Why were you on? Are you on OnlyFans?
A lot of BBC.
BBC. Oh, let me guess what that is. Hang on. BBC. But
I'll give you the second B. The second B is black.
Big black chowder.
Looks like it sometimes.
Big. Okay, ready? Beautiful black carnations.
Mm-mm.
No. Big is the first one. Big.
Yes.
So big, and then black. Oh my God.
Rhymes
Big
with
black
clock.
Clock.
She specializes in BBC and facials. He's very proud. Oh,
wow.
There he is.
Holy God, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Does she only big ones? And they have to be black? Does she do mediocre white ones?
Yeah. Not mediocre.
Huh?
We did find out that she's also a $220 an hour hooker.
Wow.
Yeah. And well, she'll be in the studio Friday. I said, would you do a scene? It's actually a stepdaughter. I said, would you do a scene with Moose? Because they're not blood related. And she said, for the right money.
Dude, listen to me. Can you not do that?
I said, would you do a scene with your mother and Moose? And I said, without touching your mother, but both of you maybe do a Moose. And she's like,
Dude.
if the money was right, I would do it.
You got to not do that. You have to not do that because, listen to me. You got to not do that.
I'm not going to do it. I don't even like my mother. I'm not going to do a scene with her. Nope.
Dude, you can't do that. It's just not, it's bad. It's just bad mojo, dude. You can't get a girl to fuck around with her stepdad in front of the mom.
Yeah, I can. I have those powers.
Oh, Jesus. God damn it. All right. Well, there you go.
I made a mistake. That's Thursday on my show. Friday, Miss Pat will be in studio.
Ah, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Love Miss Pat. Where's she playing?
Side Splitters.
Love Miss Pat.
Yep.
Love her. All right. Well, there you go. Make sure you go to comicwearables.com. We have the Calta and Kelly shirts. We have a couple available up there. And there you go. Comicwearable.com. The banner will show up very soon. Like
Sorry.
right now.
My mouse got stuck. I'm sorry.
Comicwearables.com.
There you go. Comicwearables.com. You can get yourself some shirts. You can we're gonna get some other stuff up there very soon.
I
So
have
make
an
sure you
idea.
check that out. What's your idea?
We should have a contest, you and I.
Yes.
I will design a shirt for you, and you will design a shirt for me, and we'll see who sells the most shirts.
Okay, that's great. I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I had to think about mine.
I don't. I know exactly what I want. Go up to Calta and Kelly stuff, Mush. This shirt right here, the with the pocket on the tit.
Yeah.
Dude, the best merch shirt I've ever put on my body.
Titty pocket.
The titty pocket merch shirt. I changed the shirts. I made them a little softer and a little more durable. Fucking so nice. So get yourself one of those. Use code word Ladybugs. Get 20% off. 20% off, baby. Also, please, I want you to do this for me. Subscribe. You're watching this on YouTube. It's out there right now. Subscribe, like, and comment. Subscribe, like, comment. We need you to do these. Just hit the button right now. Stop. Watch the show. There you go. That's what you owe us for this beautiful, amazing free content we put out there. Subscribe and share. Tell your friends about it. Get it out there. Go to all of our social media and follow us. And then like our shit and retweet it, lick it, suck it, fuck it, and share it. Put it out there. Make sure it goes down. Yeah, suck it, fuck it, lick it, suck it, lick it. And also, I want you to go to check out Mike V. Suarez. Anywhere Mike is going to be, follow him on all his social media. Check him out. He's the producer, the Mush. And make sure you follow him where you Mush going to be somewhere soon.
I think the next thing I have scheduled is Addison with Dan Soder. in July.
Dan Soda, that's got to be a hot one right there. Dan Soda, there you go. And then make sure you check out the Cheese Show tomorrow. Just go to Cheese Show on YouTube and go there. Follow them on there. We're trying to get them 1,000 fucking followers. So make sure you follow them, spread the word, and retweet their stuff. One of the funniest shows out there. I love that little interstitial show. It makes me happy. Yes,
interracial show.
No, interstitial.
What does that mean? That's a new word for me.
Like a small little show in between things, you know.
I love it. That's the biggest correct word you've ever used. Insuspicious show.
Interstitial. Then we're here. I'm going to be up at the Namapoc Indians Reservation,
Napanock, New York, and the paper mill.
Oh, sorry, that's where I'm going. At the paper mill Saturday, June 12th, and then of course Comedy Key West, June 17th. Where else am I going to be, Mike?
On June 25th and 26th in Albany, New York at the Funny Bone. Then we fly out west on July 2nd and July 3rd to Las Vegas, Nevada at the Comedy Works. Then on July 29th and Saturday, July 31st with his number one best friend in Port Charlotte, Florida, Visani Comedy Theater. And then August 12th and August 15th, East Providence, Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection. And then Thursday, August 26th, and Saturday, August 28th, Philadelphia, PA at the Punchline. And then Friday, September 10th to September 12th. And that date is in Tampa, Florida at Side Splitters. Tickets available, sidesplitterscomedy.com.
Yeah, get your Side Splitters tickets now, people. Check it out. I'm doing 4 shows at Side Splitter. Friday and Saturday night. That's it. 2 shows, 4. I'm
Staying
out.
with me.
I'm staying with you. Fuck yeah.
Got a new bed and a new TV upstairs. You're gonna love it.
Nice. It's nice. I like it nice. All right. Well, we'll see you guys this Friday, unless Mike gets itchy and we go before then.
I'm itchy. I can tell you that right now.
All right. Well, there you go. You guys are the best fans in the world. We'll see you guys on the next Calta and Kelly. Bye-bye.
Later.
Later.